Hello, gemstone hunter. Have you ever imagined that you might be walking on diamonds and not even know it? That's right in your own backyard, where you walk every day. There could be rare and precious stones hidden, waiting to be discovered. The truth is, often the greatest treasures are closer than we think, camouflaged in what we consider common. And what if I told you that you could be walking on a treasure without even realizing it? Yes, a simple stroll down your street or through your garden could reveal something that would change your life forever. In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to identify these gemstones and show you the secret to finding diamonds without even leaving your home. Are you ready to discover what's hidden beneath your feet? Then go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. The ground beneath our feet is more than just a simple surface for our daily walks. It holds secrets and mysteries that, if we pay close attention, could change our lives. Most people walk right over them without noticing, but believe me, many of the greatest treasures are hidden right there, within our reach, disguised as ordinary rocks. What if I told you that with every step you take, you could be walking on something worth more than you can imagine, like a mysterious book waiting to be read? The ground around you holds clues that, if decoded, could lead to something extraordinary. The best part is that these riches aren't in distant or unreachable places. They're literally right under your feet. Now, you're going to learn how to change your perception of the world and start seeing what most people overlook. Long ago, ancient peoples understood what many of us have forgotten. The earth is a true source of wisdom and wealth. They knew that every stone, every rock had hidden value, something that could only be revealed to those who truly knew how to look. In Africa, for instance, miners didn't find diamonds by chance, but by paying close attention to the features of the land and the stones. They were in tune with nature, deciphering the signals the earth gave them. And it's exactly this ancient wisdom that you can access to. It's not about a special talent or a mystical gift, but a skill you can learn. In today's video, we'll explore how you can begin to notice what's under your feet and maybe even discover a hidden fortune. Are you ready to uncover the mysteries that the ground around you holds? Did you know that diamonds could be hidden in the most common stones you see every day? It might sound impossible, but it's true. The secret is in learning to identify the unique characteristics of diamond crystals, which often blend into the soil disguised as regular stones. These crystals are incredibly hard and have an unmistakable shine when exposed to light. What if I told you that you could start finding them in your own backyard? Many people have no idea that they're walking over something that could be valuable. The first step in discovering these rare gems is understanding the peculiarities of these stones. When you take a closer look, you'll notice that even though the stones may seem the same at first glance, there are details that set them apart, like hardness and the way they shine. Knowing what to look for is the first big step in becoming a true treasure hunter. Identifying diamonds isn't something mystical, nor does it require expensive equipment. On the contrary, with simple tools like a magnifying glass or a high-resolution camera, you can start examining the stones and identify whether they have the traits of rare crystals. But of course, it's not enough just to look at any stone and expect to find diamonds. The key to success is knowing where to search. Volcanic soil areas, mineral-rich terrains, or regions near rivers are more likely to hold precious stones. Often, the land you consider worthless could be hiding these gems. Once you start paying closer attention to the ground, you'll notice there's a big difference between a regular rock and a crystal that could be priceless. Another crucial factor in identifying diamonds in your backyard is understanding the surrounding nature. Soil in mountainous areas, where erosion happens more often, can be a good place to start. Also, rocks near bodies of water could be hiding these precious stones. Miners from all over the world throughout history have found diamonds just by observing the land and identifying patterns in the soil. These patterns can be seen in the way the stones are distributed, the shape of the land, or even the plants growing nearby. And even in simple areas like your own garden, there may be signs of precious stones. The trick is knowing how to look and noticing those small details that most people ignore. But the most amazing part is that searching for diamonds in your backyard goes beyond just looking for precious stones. It's about a shift in how you connect with nature. By starting to look at the world around you with more attention, you not only train your eyes to find hidden treasures, but you also begin to notice the subtleties and riches that were previously overlooked. The knowledge of how to identify these precious stones transforms the way you see the world and the value you place on the small things. With this new perspective, you begin to understand that the real value of things is often in their hidden potential, waiting to be discovered by those willing to look more closely. If you're enjoying this content and learning how to find treasures around you, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss more valuable tips like this. With this new outlook, who knows what you might discover around you? Now that you know there's a chance you might be walking on diamonds, the next step is learning to observe more closely and identify which stones have the potential to hide these treasures. The first secret lies in the physical characteristics of the stones. Diamond crystals, for example, have an unmistakable hardness and a shine that stands out under the right light. Often, these crystals blend in with other stones, camouflaged in common terrain. But if you look more closely, you'll start noticing specific patterns. Stones with a metallic shine or soul transparency could be clues that something valuable is hidden there. To make this search more effective, invest in simple tools like a magnifying glass or a camera with good resolution. This will allow you to examine the stones more thoroughly without relying solely on the naked eye, which might not be able to spot these subtleties. The first tip is look for stones with distinct shine or more vivid colors, as they might indicate a rare mineral. Have you ever found a stone that caught your attention but weren't sure what it was? Share it with us in the comments. What characteristics do you look for when analyzing the stones around you? Let's exchange experiences and learn from each other. It could be that what you found is exactly what someone else is looking for, and your experience might inspire others to look at the world around them in a different way. Another important point is the type of terrain where you search. Volcanic soil regions or areas with high mineral concentration are more likely to hide precious gems. When observing your backyard or even nearby land, look for places with rockier or sandier soil where harder stones might be more exposed. Rivers and streams are also great places to find rare stones, as water constantly erodes the soil and brings minerals to the surface. So, when walking near rivers or exploring a rocky area, look for stones that stand out in shape or shine. Often, they might be partially buried, so take your time, go slow, and notice every detail. These areas are like treasure hunting grounds, just waiting for the watchful eye of someone who knows what to look for. If you want to be even more precise in your search, observe the type of vegetation around the area. Certain plants, like those that grow in mineral-rich soils, can be a sign that the land is fertile and more likely to have precious stones. For example, if you find an area where the plants are greener and healthier, it could be an indication that the soil has a favorable mineral composition. This observation not only helps you focus your search on more promising areas, but it also teaches you how nature works and how minerals can relate to other features of the environment. When the soil has a more balanced pH or is more alkaline, it tends to attract rare minerals. So, when exploring your backyard or areas around you, take vegetation into account, as it could be a clear sign of where to search. Additionally, to maximize your search efficiency, it's important to use tools that help reveal details that may go unnoticed at first glance. A magnifying glass can be essential for closely examining stones and identifying diamond crystals or other rare minerals. If you have access to a high-resolution camera, you can also take photos of the stones and zoom in to study their characteristics more carefully. This allows you to get a detailed view without physically handling the stones, which is especially useful to avoid damaging something valuable. The key here is patience and method. By using these simple tools, you'll be better prepared to identify and classify stones with the potential to contain rare crystals, making your search much more efficient. Finally, it's crucial to map the areas where you find more stones with interesting characteristics. If you find a stone with superior shine or hardness, make sure to note the exact spot where you found it, as this could indicate that the area is rich in rare minerals. Marking these regions will help you optimize your next search and also notice patterns in the terrain. You might discover that certain areas around old trees or between specific rocks are more likely to hold these rare stones. By mapping these locations, you'll be creating your own hunting zones guide, significantly increasing your chances of success. And remember, whenever you find something suspicious, study the stone carefully before discarding it, because it could be exactly what you're looking for. Practice will teach you to trust your instincts and recognize the subtle clues nature leaves behind. If you're enjoying this content and learning how to find treasures around you, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss more valuable tips like this. With this new perspective, who knows what you might discover around you? The search for precious stones goes far beyond simply observing the ground and the stones we find along the way. Nature, with all its complexity, offers valuable clues that can guide us to great discoveries. Many times, treasure hunters have found diamonds and other precious minerals by studying natural patterns, such as the arrangement of stones and the vegetation around them. Areas with loose soil or a higher concentration of stones could be signs that something valuable is waiting to be discovered. Nature is a true source of clues, but only those who know how to observe closely can spot the details that often go unnoticed. When you understand that every element of the environment, from the rocks to the plants, plays a role, you begin to see the potential of places that once seemed ordinary. But beyond the stones and soil, animals can also be great allies in the search for treasure. The fauna around a piece of land can provide important hints about the presence of rare minerals. Certain types of animals, such as birds, mammals, and even insects, are attracted to areas rich in minerals, especially if these minerals manifest as stones or crystals. For example, animals that search for food in more fertile soil could be indicating the presence of areas with a higher concentration of precious minerals. This connection between fauna and soil is a detail that few notice, but it could increase your chances of finding rare gems. By observing animal behavior, you can notice patterns that indicate there might be something valuable hidden nearby. Another important natural signal is geological formations, which can be strong indicators that an area contains precious minerals. Often, erosion caused by water, wind, or time reveals deeper layers of soil where precious stones and crystals may be hidden. By identifying areas where the soil is more exposed or where there are geological faults, you increase your chances of finding something truly valuable. Additionally, plants can also be important signs, as some species thrive in soils rich in minerals. When you observe denser and healthier vegetation, especially in regions where the soil is more alkaline or basic, it could be a sign that the location has the ideal conditions for rare gems to grow. By understanding these natural signs, you start to see nature as a powerful ally in your journey to uncover hidden treasures. How many times have you walked down a path without noticing what was beneath your feet? Most people go through life without realizing the wealth that's right around them. Often, what we're looking for is close by, but we only see it when we change the way we look. Finding precious stones is just a metaphor for the transformation that happens when we begin to see the invisible, to notice what's right in front of us. True wealth isn't just in big discoveries or major accomplishments, but in the subtleties that surround us, in the little things that go unnoticed in our daily lives. When we change the way we look at the world, we begin to see value even in the simplest situations and the most common things. And this shift in perspective is a real-life transformation, where we come to understand that true fortune lies in recognizing the opportunities life offers us every day. Everything around us has something valuable waiting to be noticed. You just need to know how to look. If you're ready to dive deeper into this fascinating world of precious stones, I put together a complete guide, from beginner to advanced, that will teach you everything you need to know about identifying and exploring the world of gems. The link with an unbeatable deal is in the description, so take advantage while it's available. Now that you know how to identify precious stones and understand the signs of nature, it's time to take the next step and put that knowledge into practice. If you're enjoying this journey and want to learn more about finding hidden treasures, don't miss the chance to keep growing. Comment here, "I see the treasure," if you're ready to explore and uncover the secrets the earth has to offer. And for those who really want to dive deep into the fascinating world of precious stones, I put together a complete and detailed guide that will teach you everything you need to know to become an expert. The link with an unbeatable offer is in the description, so take advantage while it's available. Don't let this opportunity slip away. Also, make sure to like the video and share it with that curious friend who loves a good discovery. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you'll keep getting valuable tips on how to uncover the mysteries of nature and find treasures all around you. Now that you know how to search for and identify precious stones, just imagine, what will be the next stone you find under your feet? Could it hide a diamond or another rare gem? What you've learned so far is not just about searching for treasures, but about training your eyes and mind to see what most people can't perceive. The secret lies in paying attention to details and having the curiosity to explore the world around you. But before we move on to more tips, I want to invite you to check out an amazing video popping up on your screen right now. This fungus can reveal hidden diamonds, and no one knows about it. You won't believe what nature might be hiding. Don't miss it. See you soon, Gemstone Hunter.